How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do another premiere draft from Modern Horizons 3 on Magic the Gathering Arena, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch streaming video games, leather crafting, some Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, I have the coin, and my cat is jumping out of my lap. Ah, there we go. Here's everybody. Pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Ooh, Siege Grand Commander's pretty good. There's also a Territory Color, which apparently, yeah, I've never played. Both very good cards. There's also a Horrific Assault. So here's the thing, right? Very, very worth noting. Green is like a heavily contested color because it's considered one of the better colors. We kind of don't want Flare of Cultivation. This would be good in like maybe a 3-color deck. I think we could take the Siege Gang Commander. But Territory Color is just so good in this format, right? It's a 7/5 for 5. Already above rate on stats. It's got reach for whatever reason. And landfall. Fix your next draw, possibly too. You know what? Actually, as much as I like Spawn Gang Commander, and Spawn Gang Commander's like fantastic, especially if you have the colorless sources. And it's 4 bodies too. Maybe we take the Territory Color. I don't know. This is close. I do like the color. It can go into a lot of decks, not just Eldrazi Ramp. Yeah, let's take the color. Green also like kind of wants cards that help it go. There's a Dryad here. There's also a Flesh Raker. Another Flesh. There's 2 Flesh Rakers here. I'm gonna take the Dryad. It's a silly card. The fact that it also has Death Touch on top of all this mana fixing is just great. There's another color. That's tempting. That is tempting, right? But I think we should take the Dryad. There's also an Accursed Marauder. Very good card. Ajani Fells the Godsire is one of those cards that I never seem to have when I want it. And whenever I want it, or whenever I like can cast it, it can't hit anything. There's 2 glaring Flesh Rakers here. That's going to be interesting. And there's a Basking Brood Scale, but I am going to take the Dryad. The 1/2 Death Touch body just kind of remains relevant the entire game. And being able to ramp for 2 mana always seems very good. We're passing another Territory Color, but that's fine. Let's see. There's a Stump Stomp and a Horrific Assault. Oh god. These are both great, right? These are both like really good here. There's also a Solar Transformer. There's no blue or green. I'm sorry, no green or red cards other than Horrific Assault and Stump Stomp. This entire deck is just black and blue. There's a Dog Umbra, which is fine, you know. There's a Solar Transformer, which is ramp. That also gets you energy. I'm going to take the Stump Stomp. Although, Horrific Assault is like really good too. But Stump Stomp is like a free roll. Because it's a land when you need it. And it's fixing when you need it. And it's also removal when you need it. This one can help you go a little bit longer. But let's take the Stump Stomp for now. As much as I'd like the other one. Fangs of Colonia. White of the Reliquary. There's also a Breathe Your Last. There's a Path. Oh god. There's a Path. There's also a Void Craw. Jesus. Do I take the Path now? And like try to high roll into some big Eldrazi beaters? Do we? The Contaminated Landscape. If ever there was a time to take a Path, it's early. Because that kind of like puts you in that big beefer deck, right? So yeah, let's take a Path. I like white, but I don't love white. Of the Reliquary. There's a lot of black cards going late, and that's because I think black is considered one of the worst colors, despite the fact that it has cards like Breathe Your Last, right? Grave Dig is actually really bad, unfortunately, because you don't get blink value off the token. We're going to take the Path here. There's a Warp Tusker. We haven't really found our second color. I don't think that Wirewood Symbiote's going to be great in this deck. Tune and Narrative is fine. The Warp Tusker, though, I think plays the best in this deck so far. And there's also a Foreboding Landscape. But let's take... Oh, there's an Area Auxiliary. This is just a great card. And an Ember Mage. I'm going to take the Tusker for now, because we do need that top end if we're going to, like, ramp into stuff. Right? There's a Kozilek's Unsealing. There's a Brood Scale. You do want to have, like, a lot of good 2s, right? There's also a Solar Transformer for if you want more ramp. I think that the 2-drop body on Brood Scale is just going to be very useful, right? And then if we can get more tokens on it, it can make more tokens. If we get one more counters on it, it can make more Eldrazi spawned. So let's take the Brute Scale for now. You just want some good 2-drops, right? Begrudgingly, the Colossal Dread Mask is really good in the ramp decks because of the fact that this also is like a 6/6 with trample that can make other things get trample and +6/+6. It's a great mana sink, you know, so I'll take that. You kind of want a one of those. I can't say that things are drying up quite yet, but I will take a landscape here because there's nothing really good for us. And having the ability to tap something for colorless is okay. So the Void Pouncer's like okay. Is it better than... Oh, these lands kind of suck. Let's take the Void Pouncer for now. There's a Shapeshifter. There's a Skoa, which we can ramp into, but the double red is a little sus there. Right? There's a Corrupted Shapeshifter, which can be anything you need it to be. Let's take the Ember Mage for now, though. I don't know. I don't like the Shapeshifter all that much, simply because it's below rate on everything it does, right? A 4-mana 3/3 flyer is not great. A 4-mana 2/5 ground creature with vigilance is not great, right? And then a 0/12 creature with defender for 4 mana is also not great. The flexibility is where it becomes powerful, right? And, you know, like, you'll never be at a place in the game where you don't have a board for it, but I don't know. Of these cards, I can see us playing Tamiyo meets the Story Circle the most. So I'm going to take that, and it's going to go... I'm going to take it. We'll take it. It goes into the side. There's a Landscape, or there's a Gravedigg. Let's take the Landscape, actually. Like, it's funny. Like, one of them's a card, and one of them's just a fetch land. That's none of our colors, and I'm still taking the Landscape over it, just in case. Right? There's a Kami. It feels like the blue-black deck. No surprise there. Super open. Sarpadian Simulacrum's playable, but I don't think we're playing it. Let's see what's good here. It's another Brute Scale. This is a Disciple of Freyalise. We're heavy in green, so I think we should take the Disciple of Freyalise. It's just nice, you know. Sometimes you like want to draw a bunch of cards, so you sacrifice like your Warp Tusker. You gain a bunch of life. You draw a bunch of cards, right? It's also just a land that we will play. So we have so many green cards. I would love the Basking Brute Scale, and in fact, my eye was immediately drawn to it, but I feel myself going, oh yeah, actually, this is like kind of a good ramp card too, right? You just play it, and it draws you a bunch of cards, gains you a bunch of life, right? And sometimes you use this on something that your opponent dog umbred, and they feel bad about it. We'll take the Disciple de la Freyalise. Let's see. There's a Kappa Cannoneer. Hope Ender Coatl's cute. I don't think we take it here. I think we could take the Nyxborn Hydra. This is a fantastic top-end payoff that sometimes leaves your opponent, makes your opponent sit there and go, ah, come on. Skittering Precursor. This whole thing about the non-token permanent thing basically is whenever you go to fetch a land, essentially you create a 0/1. There's very few times where you get to sacrifice non-token permanents outside of that in this format. So I think that this typically is just a 3-mana 3/3 with Menace, which is fine, actually. But I think the Nyxborn Hydra is that much better in the deck that I'm going to take it over the Precursor. None of the Harbingers wield. Thinking about the last pack. There's also a Tranquil Landscape, which wouldn't be too bad. I'm not in for Faithful Watchdog or the Kappa Cannoneer for this deck. Now we're just sort of waiting. I'll put this Tamiyo in the back over here. It does feel like we're going red-green, right? I would like some red-green cards for it. Oh, God. You know, it's going to be hard, though. It's going to be hard to find the Chrysali? We're going to want those, but so is everyone else. In fact, every other color is going to be like, oh, I'm green or I'm red. I can splash for this because Writhing Chrysalis is just stupid as a card. It's still stupid as a card. There's an Oozewag. I think we could take that over Rush. Or Disruptor Flute's not for this format. There's Hydro Drainer. Number of counters on permanents you control. Yeah, I think we could take the Oozewag. There'll be times where this just gives other creatures we control trample. And I think that's fine. Rush of Inspiration is also worth considering. We haven't a Skoa. I don't know if playing multiple Skoas is good, right? I don't. The Hydro Trainer seems too fragile for this 5-mana cost mana sink, right? 2 to summon it, and then another 3 to adapt it. Yeah, let's take the Oozewag. I like Oozewag. There's an Ewit. Ewit is great. Eternal Witness. You get something back from your graveyard. Wonderful. Love this card. It's a Copy Crook here too. I really like Copy Crook. Sometimes you just like copy your opponent's biggest thing, and then they're like, I don't know what to do about that. But we gotta take the Ewit. There's a Savage Smash. There's also an Inventor's Axe. I don't think we're in for like a combat trick like Inventor's Axe when we have no other ways to like make energy. We're not super in red either, to be perfectly honest. So like our second color is like super open, but I just don't know what it is. And like I'm not seeing anything that's pulling us either way here. So I'm just gonna take the Savage Smash, right? Over like, I guess there's a landscape. Yeah, let's take the Smash anyway. It's a pretty good spell. Well, there's a Gift of the Viper, which actually could play really well with let's see, the Evolution Witness, as well as the Temperamental Oozewag, and there's a Pinnacle Monk. I feel like we'll see more Gifts of the Viper, right? It puts a counter on it, which is the important thing, which then triggers its triggered ability. But I think we're going to want a Pinnacle Monk at least as a one-of, just because like it gets you a spell back, right? We can get back our Stomp, right? We can get back the Gift of the Viper later. We can get back our Siege Smash. Sure, they'll know about it. Nothing for us here. That's a late Mindless Conscription. If we were in like the blue draw 2 deck, that would be like, you'd want that early. I'll take the Captor. Sometimes you just threaten effect, kill, you sacrifice itself to steal your opponent's biggest creature and win. I've lost to this and I've won with this type of effect. Certainly a C, but not super thrilled about it. There's a Hunger Tide Rises. Search your library for a creature card, mana value less than the equal to the number of creatures sacrificed this way. Put it into the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. I don't know if that's good enough, but I will take it because it's green. Let's see. The late Withering Bloom. Take a landscape, but probably not playing it. Take this landscape. Certainly seems fine. I'm not feeling the most confident about this red-green smashy deck because we don't have the cards, like the real payoffs. It just feels like we're going to be trying to play fair Magic in an unfair format now. I wonder where we missed any. Maybe I married my territory color too early. Well, what did we pick? We picked that, and then we picked Disciple? No, we picked something else that was like very good to follow it up. Oh, it was Stomp. None of these are great for us. I'll take the Skyclaw. We're probably not playing it. There's a Superconductor. We'll take that. We're probably not playing it. But yeah, like we're not doing anything too unfair, which is what we want to be doing. That's sort of, I'm already feeling kind of like down about this deck. I'm not gonna lie, but you also in the past I felt like we've had very underpowered decks and we've gone like 7-2. So like, just gotta remember the basics of CQC, and hope to get paid off in Pack 3. That rhymes. I'm sorry, guys. Well, Disruptor Flute ain't it? We'll take the Fangs of the Viper. We are not taking Emrakul's Messenger, and there's nothing else for us in this pack. It's just basically Gift of the Viper. We could take a Pinnacle Monk, but that's not it either, you know? Gift of the Viper also, well, one, it allows us to take out the Siege Smash, but two, it allows us to give something at instant speed trample because of the, where are you? Temperamental Oozewag. I'd like some smaller creatures, some more 2s, right? And maybe a couple 3s. It does feel like green is heavily contested though, and that's not wonderful for me. There's a Bridgeworks battle. There's a Malevolent Rumble. We do need removal, right? We only have Stomp. So I think I need to take the battle here. We're going to have to pass up on the Rumble and the Brood Scale, which kind of sucks. But we have to take the battle. it's removal, and we don't even count it as a land. Same thing for Stump Stomp. We need to like count them as spells. I'd love the Brood Scale to wheel. It's probably not going to. And the Malevolent Rumble is like probably one of the better green cards in the game. Charge Bug's probably not for this deck. Is an Altasaur. Love it, actually. Just something nice to ramp into. That then cascades into something else that hopefully is relevant. Yeah, let's take that. Primal Prayers is not for us. There's a Nightshade Dryad. Like that. There's also a Pyro Surfer. I don't know if we want to go... This is not a Pyro Surfer deck. I don't know if we want to go, like, aggro with this, so we're going to take the Dryad. It's nice, too. It's a Precursor. There's a Fanged Flames. How are we doing on creatures? I think we need the Fanged Flames solely because it's just removal. Because we need small removal spells just in case our opponent goes turn 1, Guide of Souls. I've lost so many games to an opponent just going, Guide of Souls, turn 1, your go. And then it's just like, turn 2, Hex Gold Slith, attack with Guide of Souls, spend 3 energy, it's a 3-4. It's like, haha, cool. I'm gonna take the Fang Flames. You know, like, it just never feels great. Oh god, this pack is terrible for us. Inventor's Axe. It's a Meteoric Axe, and there's a Skoa, and there's a Breaker of Creation. We could take the Breaker of Creation. That's a nice big chunky boy to try to ramp into. Planar Genesis. Better than the Mogmob. This thing is like a 5-drop triple red here. Top 4 cards. Put the rest in the bottom. We're not playing blue for that. I can play the Mogmob, but we're not playing it. It's a reference to, what was it? Mog Fanatic. This is the wheel. Nothing good for us here. I'll just rare draft. This is like a fine fair deck, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough for what we really want to do here. We're going to have to play like really, really tight games. We're going to have to be very judicious with our removal. And yeah, I think that's just about it. I'll take the Specimen. We're not playing it. Another Thriving Skyclaw that we're probably not playing. Another, oh god, the Pyro Surfer Wield. I guess we can try it. Sage, and then Island. Okay. So because of the Pyro Surfer, we may want to keep some of our fetches in the deck. We pretty much have the 40 cards here. We have 18 creatures. We might want to cut 1 or 2 spells, and so I think one of them is the Hunger Tide Rises because I just don't like it, and possibly the Infernal Captor because, again, it's not a great card. It doesn't really, it's not for this deck. It's just we were taking what we could. Let me go T. Cree. All right, so those are our creatures. I'm not taking out any lands, I guess, right? Because, yeah, I need the Stump Stomp. I need the Bridgeworks Battle as removal spells. And the Pinnacle Monk and the Disciple. I guess we could take out 1? We definitely want to, like... God, that's a triple green spell, too. Let's see. This is green and blue. No. I guess I can get green. This can get green or red. This looks fine. I will call it fine. What do we got in terms of... No, not that. What do we get in terms of other landscapes? This is a red landscape, and yeah, alright. So, I actually don't think we play... Oh wait, yeah, I don't think we play the Tranquil landscape because we just don't have anything for it. Sure, it plays well with Reckless Pyro Surfer, but we also want to just like make our land drops, right? I think that's it. We're going to be red-green aggro. We're going to try to run over our opponents, and we're going to try to make them think that we have better cards than we do. 0-0 going into round 1. Maybe we'll get them scared to thinking that we have Writhing Chrysalis because we're in red-green. They're going to be like, oh man, they have Writhing Chrysalis. I better hold these removal spells. Or Titan's Vanguard. Better hold this removal spell for that Titan's Vanguard. And then Titan's Vanguard never comes. Oh. Just a very fair deck, okay, guys? Yeah, we can ramp. We can ramp if you want to. We're gonna play that Dryad blind. We're going first, and if you think that's pretty worse, then I'm... Alright, so we're gonna play the Dryad. We have 2 of those, right, in the deck. And this is a land / creature, so we have like the upper end of our curve. Which is fine, actually. Okay. Red Dryad. Okay. Opponent's probably wanting to play a counter spell, so I'm just gonna hit them. Actually, no, cancel, play this. I can next turn play the Thriving Skyclaw. But in doing that the way that I did that, we get to not run into counter magic. Because the worst thing always feels is always like just running into a counter spell. Let's play this. Then we'll play the landscape. Because then we can play the Skoa next turn. To kill something 4 toughness and smaller. And I think sacrificing Skoa to Disciple of Freyalise won't be terrible. Path of Annihilation. Okay. Damn, they're also doing the ramp thing. Yes. They could hit us with the Visionary. Alright, I guess not. Sacrifice this for a red source. We're gonna have access to 6 mana next turn. There's a Reckless Pyro Surfer. I could play that. Attack with everything. Well, play the land, then attack with everything. That might be good. But then the thing about that is that, like, we're gonna lose our Dryad because there's no way they don't block the Dryad with the Serum Visionary. So I think maybe the correct choice is actually to play the Skoa and kill the Visionary and then attack with everything. Oh wait, no, we can't do both because that's all 6 of our mana. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I played that wrong. Okay. Well, not wrong. I just we're gonna attack with the Thriving Skyclaw. We have no other use for our energy, so I'm just gonna spend it right now to make this a take action. Make it a 4/3 in the air because that's a clock, right? And then I'm actually going to use this to kill one of their tokens. Because they're going to need the tokens, right? Like, that's their ramp package. And hopefully that pays off. Haha. Next turn, we can sacrifice Skoa to Disciple of Freyalise to refill our hand. Or, if we draw another land, we can play Annoyed Altisword, right? But we definitely get in for 4 with the Thriving Skyclaw, hopefully. And if they don't play another, like, creature that matters here, we could actually attack with both Skoa and Skyclaw and then sacrifice to Disciple de la Freyalise, and then definitely have the mana for Annoyed Altisword the following turn. We need our opponent. So our opponent, if they play a land here, they could still play a 7-drop, which could be a problem. Yep, there's a land. So this is 5. They could tap this for 6 and then sacrifice it for 7. Foul Strike. Oh, so they're not doing that. Okay. Nightshade Dryad. I think I still send in the Skoa. Because if they block it, with the Nightshade Dryad. I think that's fine. Because we remove some of their ramp package. But realistically, I think I want to... Yeah, okay, sure. Altisword is Cascade. They could sacrifice a land to, like, fetch, right? For probably a green source, because they only have one green source. Yep. I'll take a Void Pouncer. Can't cast it with Kicker right now. Well, Breaker of Creation's on the bottom of the deck now. Darn it. Colossal Dread Mask, sure. I think it might be correct to actually sacrifice the Void Pouncer to draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. Still attack with the Altasaur to get rid of this token. Although, let's see. Can we do anything about this Colossal Dread Mask? I don't think we have a anything to deal with enchantments. There's our own Dread Mask. Maybe the correct thing to do is actually to play our Dread Mask on the Altasaur in a turn or two. You know what we could do? Because we could sacrifice the Dread Mask to the Disciple. We draw 6 cards, gain 6 life. That way. Well, we don't sacrifice the Dread Mask. We sacrifice the token, and then we still draw the cards. That might be better. Which means we're attacking with these two. The Altasaur and the Void Pouncer. Yep. Play the board a little bit. Play the Dread Mask. End turn. So the next turn, we sacrifice the token to Freyalise, Disciple of Freyalise, draw 6 cards, gain 6 life. That's going to be huge here because, like, you know, regardless of what they want to do, this could be a 6/7, and that's, like, fine, you know. If we had a Stump Stomp, that'd be even better. Okay. I guess they'll put that on there. Is that good? That can be good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. They haven't played a land for the turn, right? It's weird that they're not tapping their nesting grounds. I guess the auto tapper is what's doing that. Okay. Ewit, sure. So they're gonna get something back. All right. Probably the Nightshade Dryad, but they can't play it this turn. Yeah, next turn, Dread Mask in, right? They probably don't block it. Maybe they do. Now that I'm looking at it, right? Because they could trade... I don't know if that's a good trade for them. Alright, so there's a Stump Stomp. I think I hold on to that. We just send in the Dread Mask. If they double block it, that's great for me. Sure. And then I guess I could still play the Pyro Server? Oh, that only costs 5 to equip. Okay. I thought it cost 6 to equip. Okay. End turn. So if they play their, yeah, their Nightshade Dryad, we can stomp it and kill it, especially if that's all that they're doing. Target creature you control deals damage. One-sided. Land. Fall. Next, and then we hit them. Battle Cry becomes an 8/8. That's 10 damage. Good game. Did it. Ah, just very fair magic. Nothing too broken. Opponent with a handful of cards and me going, I can also get a handful of... Well, I guess 3 is not really a handful. But, yeah, they played, I want to say, kind of defensively. Alright, we're 1-0 going into round 2. Here's our next opponent. We're playing an incredibly fair Gruul deck. So hopefully this will go well. This is fine. This is actually very fine. We have a Brood Scale. We can crank that up and make it a big boy. We have a Bridgeworks battle. There's all the land that we probably need, even. So this turn we do that. The next turn we can put a token on this. And the turn after that, Oozewag. Play this. Tap, or not tapped, end turn. Okay, they didn't have it. I wasn't sure if they were gonna have the... Okay, there's the Nightblade. I'll activate this. We don't have to remove that. I'm just gonna, yeah, create this spawn. Is all. And they have a 1/3 pass. I need a green source, so we're gonna actually sacrifice this for a green source. No reason to use my removal spells right now. So we're just gonna get that and pass, and then get another green source. We'll play the Oozewag. Next, attack with our Brood Scale. Just play incredibly fair magic. Grim Servant. Okay, so they're gonna take more damage from that. And I think next turn. Yep. Pass. Okay. Fanged Flames is great here. Because I can Fang Flames the Grim Servant, and then they can't really do anything to block anything else. So I just want to get rid of that. Yep. Just Gruul beat. Just Gruul beat down. Good game. Sorry, opponent. It looks like they just never drew their second color. They were 4 swamps into it, so at any point they could have like had that 2 mana black spell that drains a creature for X damage equal to the number of swamps. But I think whatever they were holding on to, just like it wasn't going right. And I don't think they'd really want to block here, so they were going to take like 9. So I guess you do block, but there's still trample involved. I don't know. Leave match. Maybe they kept like a really suspicious hand, or maybe they're new to it. I mean, they are in the bronze leagues, you know. So like sometimes that happens. Very quick win though. That's kind of not what we want to see happen. We want to have like good games, like actually good games. But sometimes that happens. This is why you got to learn to mulligan, guys. If you're not like used to mulliganing, sometimes you lose just based on what you keep, right? Like this is keepable. But our opponent's going first. If they mulligan, I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, they didn't mulligan. We have no smaller creatures. We have one of our colors, technically both, because we have the Stump Stomp, but we really don't want to play this as a land. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan that. This is better. This is way better. Keep this. The Disciple can go to the bottom, because I feel like the Dread Mask is just like way more useful. We can play the Void Pouncer on turn 2. Swamp, Mountain, okay. Yeah, play that, go. As much as I'd like to kick it and give it a trample counter and 2 1/1 counters, I just feel like we need to get in. Especially if they're gonna play things like that, right? Void Pouncer. No, just play it. Next turn, if they block it with an X1, we have Gift of the Viper, which is going to be great. Untap it as well, which is cute. But there's not much else that we can do next turn. So I'll probably just play the Sheltering Landscape. Opponent has access to 4 mana. Alright, Temperamental Oozewag. Do I kill that? I think what I do here is just attack and offer the trade, which they don't know about. Okay. Okay. Then we'll play the Sheltering Landscape and end our turn there. Maybe I should have Fanged Flames it? I don't know. Because we don't really win combat that way. I don't know why I had it in my head that it was going to have trample. Maybe I should have Fanged Flamed it. I feel like that's like not really the thing to remove. Okay. Let's get another green source. Oh, they have nothing if they're just attacking with the priest. Sacrifice this for a green source. Next turn, Path of Annihilation. Get 2 Eldrazi next. And this will allow us to just cast the Colossal Dread Mask next turn. Pass. My turn. Okay. Dread Mask. What's funny about Dread Mask is that you don't want to like throw your removal spell. They probably do here, but throwing a removal spell at this thing, no attacks, means I still have these to like carry to wield it, right? Stump Stomp, very good here. Okay, opponent had nothing. Good game. I don't know what they kept, but clearly that was all that we had to do, right? Because yeah, removing the Phyrexian Germ token still leaves me with a Colossal Dread Mask that I can have the mana to equip to one of these spawn and just I swing, right? Leaf Match. Nice little synergy, I would like to call it. It's just tokens can wield equipment very well. Yeah. We're 3-0. Sure. With very fair Gruul. Very fair Gruul. I'm gonna call it fair Gruul. Part of me thinks that I shouldn't sacrifice the fetch land right away. Oh wow, we have a curve going on here. 1, 2, 4 with the removal spell and the Sarpadian Simulacrum. Opponent's going first. I guess we could just like get in with this little guy. Look at him, he's so cute. Unless they play like something that like. Oh, there's 4 mana. He's just so cute. Look at him. Hyperactive little shit. Alright, so next I'll attack. They probably want to counter whatever this is. Oh, whoops. Oh, that was so dumb of me. They might have a Hope Ender Quaddle here. We're drawing too many lands, though. I'm going to say that right now. Like, if we could stop drawing lands, that'd be fantastic. And if they place, like, an X something, I can kill it right now. Okay, so... Or we can just play Path de la Annihilation. I can cast the Stump Stomp targeting that thing. I don't think we want to. Next. No attacks, end turn. We don't really have much of a board, though, which is of note. The Stump Stomp can kill... If they play like a 5-drop here or something, we can kill it with the Stump Stomp. If they just outlast that, that's just going to tap it, right? Sure. It has lifelink. Airy Auxiliary. Okay. It's a weird way of doing that, but that's going to be a problem, so I am going to kill that, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attack with this? I think we make this a 3. 1, 2, 3. It becomes a 4, 5. I think we have better things to do with our mana, but I do want to kill this. If I attack by putting this on this... There's a few things we could do here. Okay, so I'm going to Stump Stomp, kill the Envoy here. Then I'm going to play the Oozewag. No attacks, end turn. Okay. Genku. Alright. That's a problem. Pass. Potatoes of the Flyer, sure. No? Alright. Well, your prerogative. Sure. No? Alright. Might. activate this, but I'd have to sacrifice one of these, so never mind. Does that matter? Yeah, never mind. Play this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that on that. One, two, three, four. Bestow that onto you. Auto pay. Now, if they try to counter it, I can still pay for it, right? Which is very important here. And if I play the land, I'm not going to cycle it. I play the land, I could still. Oh, I played a land. Never mind. I can still activate this, but I'm just going to attack with the Nightshade Dryad. Oh, do they have Dog Umbra? Ah, balls. Okay. Can't attack or block. Attack with this. I can still activate this to, hit him for 6. Gong. And end my turn there. Now, I would like the Disciple of Freyalise, because we can then sacrifice the Nightshade Dryad, get my token, and, not token, get my creature. Oh, that's pretty good here, actually, because then they recast it. Right? And it also triggers the Genku. Oh, wow. Oh, no. That's going to be a lot of bodies. Ah, shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's huge. That is huge. Yep. Black rat token with the lifelink Areno. Okay. Mm-hmm. Resolve. Yep. And a 1/2 Moonfolk. Okay.
Not great.
Expel the Unworthy. Okay, so that's just gone. I gained 1 life. We never got to use it to explode something. Shame. Okay. And we're taking the Genku hit. It's fine. Pass. Pass. Dong, dong. Okay. My turn. Now we cycle this. Cycle that. Oh my god. That's not great. If I attack with this, they don't really triple block here, do they? End turn. Three lands off the top, I think, right? What I need is the Colossal Dreadmask or the, what's her face? Disciple of Freyalise. Both of which are like 6 drops. Okay, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's pretty good. Am I dead? 7, 10, 12, 14. Almost dead. Yep. Okay, so they're not sending in the Genku right now. They are sending in the Genku. Okay. No reason to not send it in. Pass? Let's block like this. Let's at least try to stymie... Oh, no. Block the lifelinker. Sacrifice this creature. Pass. Yep. Resolve. That's a really good combo. My turn. Does that do it? Hold on, cancel. If I cast this, I have to target that. Yeah. Good game! Hey, we did it! Thank you, Bridgeworks Battle. You're amazing, and I love you. And we totally did the correct thing by putting an Eldrazi in front of that thing the turn prior, and sacrificing it so that in front of the lifelinker the turn prior, and then sacrificing it so that they gained 0 life there, because they would have otherwise been at 7, and this thing would have been able to block and keep them alive for another turn. That was good. That was good. Leave match. I did a good play. All right. I think we're 4-0. Jesus. With incredibly fair Gruul. Alright, here's our next opponent. We're 4-0 with an incredibly fair Gruul deck. And when I say incredibly fair, I mean like we are playing no payoffs. This looks great. Actually, we'll keep the fetch land. We have all the mana we could use too, or we could ever want to. We could play the Bridgeworks Battle or the Pinnacle Monk for extra mana to then ramp out the territory color. So yeah, let's do that. I think that's our plan. Forest go, then Mountain go. No, then Mountain Nightshade Dryad go. Okay. That's also pretty good here. You cast a spell, gain 1 life for each permanent you control. That's pretty high up there on the curve, but and that's the first time I've ever even seen that card. We're gonna want to keep playing our lands out then. Hopefully they don't kill my Nightshade Dryad. That's just the drone. That's fine. Perfect. Path of Annihilation. Next end turn they can hit us. We're fine. Whatever. If I draw any land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might have to sacrifice a breaker or a token to cast breaker if I want to cast it next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, I think we play the Pinnacle Monk actually face down. Opponent's like, I have 2 mana and they have access to 6. If they have a removal spell, I'd point it right at the Nightshade Dryad right now if I were your opponent. That's not removal. Sure. My turn. Disciple of Freyalise is great, actually. I'm gonna play this. Then I'm gonna play this Monk as a land. Let's see, view battlefield. Yeah, we're not casting anything. Ender's tapped. Don't necessarily want this land, right? View battlefield. Browser. I'd rather draw action. Creature card, yeah. Okay. I can still cast Bridgeworks Battle. No attacks. End turn. What does this do? Adapt 2. So this could become big enough to actually attack through the territory color. If they adapt it, which costs 4. That costs 4. That's their turn. I could still just block it with Nightshade Dryad. And actually that's not terrible because the territory color actually just taps for mana. The problem with that is that it makes it harder for me to play Breaker of Creation. Pass. My turn. I think they're just leaving up removal. Play this guy. Seems cute. I could sacrifice that guy to kill Cursed Wombat. I should have played a land. I should have played a Disciple first. Alright, they're just taking it. Sure. End turn. If they activate this, I'm gonna kill it in response. Should I kill that instead? I don't like this Cursed Wombat, so I'm actually gonna kill the Cursed Wombat. Resolve. Nice. Like, I don't mind them having that, right? If they play Path of Annihilation, that's like not great, but it's not terrible. Right? There's an Ewit. Okay. Evolves that, sure. If they evolve this, they can grab this then. Which is not wonderful for me. We have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have access to 8 mana. I could tap this for mana. And these can tap for, and this is colorless, and this is a colorless. I think next turn we just play Breaker of Creation instead of attacking. Opponent's a big, deep thinker here. And then maybe I do play out Bridgeworks Battle. I think we play out the Bridgeworks Battle, and the reason why I say that is because, one, it gets a trigger off the territory color, so if we can get a creature, we get a creature, right? But also, two, we still have Disciple of Freyalise, which can dig us so much deeper to getting a bunch more cards, right? So I think, unless I draw like a regular land, in which case, sure. But I do want to play Breaker of Creation next turn, so that could like tap us out of everything except for like the territory color. which is like fine. If they triple block the territory color, I'm fine with that as well. I don't think they do that. They could just like double block with the E-Wit and the token. Okay. Regular land. I'd like a Dread Mask actually. So we'll play this first because it gains us another life. And it gains us even more life. Haha! Ridiculous. And then we can still attack with the territory color. If I want to. We already know what the next card is, so yeah, I think now's the time where we just like go like, here, you can have it. You know, if you want to trade 2 of your cards for this. But playing this ahead of attacking with the color gains us 1 more life, which could matter. But right now we're about to gain like 12? 13 life. Opponent's being given the option to gains us 9 because of itself. Gains us 4 because of path. Alright, so next we're just going to attack with the color. Alright, good game. Sure, I'll take it. Also, we hit gold 4 without me even noticing it because we're just like shooting up the ranks. Cool. Alright, so yeah. Claim that. 5-0. Going into round 6. Is this gonna be like the cleanest, fastest? No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright. Here's our next opponent. We're 5-0 going into round 6. Just playing Incredibly Fair Gruul. That's just what I like to call it. Incredibly Fair Gruul. This has no plays outside of these two. I'm gonna have to hope to draw into things. But it's also very keepable. I don't want to like mulligan this into like something bad. Right? Another land was not what I wanted to get. Sure. Okay. Play that. Next, I'll attack. If they block it, I Gift of the Viper. And I'm actually happy about Gift of the Vipering here. Because, yeah, thank you. I actually don't want them to have that. That little bit of ramp there. So, at least we get to Path of Annihilation here. Okay, Hunger Tide Rises, pretty good. Play that. And the next turn, Landscape into Annihilation. Like, I'm not too worried about these 1/1s. It looks like they're playing the green-white deck. The, what's it called? Hey, take one. Rod Pack Rhino. Okay, so they're probably just gonna get a shield counter on itself. Makes the most sense. Play this. Play the Path. Path de la Annihilation. Next end turn. The next turn we can actually do both, I think, right? We can technically do both. I don't know if I want to do both. Sure. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Huh? I think we just spit out the Nightshade Dry. I'm sorry, the Colossal Dread Mask and be done with it. That is a lot of lands. I'm sorry. So it is worth noting that they're in green-white, so they might have the Destroy Target Artifact card. We can tap this, yeah, no. And then sacrifice one of them to play the Nightshade Dryad. No attacks here, end turn. They can sacrifice any number of creatures, up to 3 to get 3-drop from somewhere. They can get back their Nightshade Dryad, which is not great for us. They sacrifice 2 of these tokens. They're doing it, it looks like. Or if they have a Grist. Yep. Sure. Distinguished Conjurer. Okay. Pass. My turn. Alright, so play this. I think I just Fanged Flames this. Dog Umbra. Okay. Resolve. So the Umbra falls off, right? How does that work? Okay. About to say. I'm still sending this in. We play our Nightshade Dryad, and we end our turn there. Decree of Justice getting an X4, or a 4/4. Okay. Pass. Yeah, I figured there's like nothing they really do here. I could play that. Let's just send this in again. Like that absorbs, I think, 3 damage, or maybe it's 1. I don't know anymore with the Proud Pack Rhino here. Yep. Okay, so it does absorb 3. Okay. Play this. Play the land and end our turn. Actually, I should have slow rolled the land because of the color and the surfer. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. So they do have a 4/4 flyer, and they can use the distinguished conjurer to bounce their rhino. Oh, they doing this again? I guess that's a. Oh, it's not a cycle effect. Okay. Yeah, it's not a cycling effect. Okay. We're gonna activate this ability. My turn. It's not great. Okay, so attack with these two. Sure. 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 That doesn't save them. Okay. 2 damage. Okay. I think I actually just put this on this. And that dies, sure, but whatever. And end turn here. I can't block these, so if they have a combat trick, I'm dead. Right? Airy Auxiliary. That's probably it, unless they misclick. Let's see what they do here. Yep, they got us. Alright, good game. That's exactly 10. Wow! That was the first time I've ever seen anyone use Decree of Justice. Period. And, like, View Battlefield. It got them a 4/4? For 5. For 6. It was 6 mana to get them a 4/4. Twice. With flying. Done. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's like not the kind of card you don't really want to have 2 of those in your deck. You don't really want to have 1 of them in your deck. It worked, you know? It worked. Alrighty, here's our next opponent. We're 5-1 after a quick loss to a weird deck. I'm gonna say a weird deck. I'm gonna say it's weird. This looks like a very aggressive start. The Breaker of Creation's not coming out for a while, but we can keep this because we're gonna be getting in pretty early and pretty hard, I feel. Let me just play my Mountain. This incredibly fair Gruul deck. Another red source allows us to play Skyclaw, right? Okay. Play this. I think we do play this and then crack it for a red source next turn. Okay. Cranial Ram, sure. Search for a red source. We're just going to try to push damage through. Double battle cries. Yep. Sure. Do I use Gift of the Viper here? Nah. And end turn. I feel like there's no reason to right now. Next turn we can bat Netherglyph. Okay. Okay. They should... No, if they sacrifice that... I don't know if that's good. It makes it a 1-2. It still can't block this. My turn. Okay. Play a land. I'm just gonna swing. Go a battle cry. Hit him for 2. Play a Skyclaw. Just incredibly fair Gruul aggro. Just incredibly fair. Eviscerator's Insight. Okay. 1, 2. Yup. That could have been cool. I would have gifted the Viper to kill it. Although I guess they can get it back. Arcbound Condor. Okay. Play land. Do I attack here? I guess if I attack with this, they could put those tokens on nothing, right? I just make this a 4/3 and then gift it. Gift it. I'll attack her here. Take action. Make it a 4/3. This is probably better here. And then we will play the Void Pouncer. Just to have another thing that can attack. Like, that flyer was great. They're Jund, I guess? Next, we just attack. I have no energy, so... Sure. If they also have the gift of the Viper, I lose my Brood... never mind. My Skyclaw. Play the Brood Scale. And end turn there. We're gonna have a wide enough board soon enough that we could just, like, swing out. Crabomination. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's not good. Yeah, they're definitely taking my breaker. Yeah, they're definitely taking my breaker. Breaker. Sure, makes sense. They gain 7, 6. Yeah, puts me back a little bit. Not good. That's pretty bad. I'll say that. That's pretty bad. Take action. My turn. Okay. I think I just play out the lands regardless, but I do get to hit with this in the sky. So... There we go. End turn. And the reason why I'm playing out the lands regardless is because, like, they're clearly very black-red, right? Oh, no, not Shilgengar. Ah, I can't attack through that. I do have... Yeah. Annihilator 2. 2 permanents. Ah, jeez. Okay. 1 and 2. I will double block this. Just because. Yep. Okay, so I can cast this and get Gift of the Viper back. I think I still attack with Thieving Skyclaw because this Shilgengar, I don't have the energy, so... Yep. Okay, yeah. Play this. Get my Gift of the Viper. Hey, Summer. My cat's here. This is looking pretty bad. Oh boy. They just cast. They just like flap. Okay. Is it Reach also? Reach, Death Touch, and blah blah blah. Okay. So play this. Next end turn. That does kind of save it, but you know, because it untaps it, right? Reach, Death Touch. Oh my god. All right, good game. Because that just puts more stun counters on them. I don't get to untap. Oh, wow. Okay. So they were the least artifacts red-black deck I've ever seen. 5-2 going into round 8 against our new opponent with Incredibly Fair Gruul. We do have a curve here, right? We do need more lands, though. I will say that. Opponent is going first. Green source go. All right. I think next turn we'll actually play the Brood Scale. Birthing Ritual. What the fuck? Top 7 cards then you may sacrifice. Okay. Let's play this. So next turn what we can do. Oh no, I guess it doesn't really do anything. Next turn we can Brood Scale. Evolve it. Put a token on it. Get a Eldrazi. Swing. Nyxborn Hydra for 3. Okay. They get to look at 7 cards. They can choose whether or not to sacrifice if they want one of those cards here. Alright. Let's see. I think we'd play this next. Attack with this. Activate this. Make it a 3/3. Create a spawn. Go to damage. Hit them. And end my turn. Let's see. So there's a few things we can do. Eldrazi Repurposer. That's pretty good. Especially considering that they get to, like, free sacrifice that. Yep. No blocks. Resolve. Yeah, they could free sacrifice that to get something here. Oh, it just puts it into play? Jesus. Alright, so that doesn't count like as a... Alright, so that's pretty good, actually. I do wish I had another red source to double spell here. I guess we can technically still double spell, right? Let's do that. Let's Fang Flames this thing. Because that'll prevent them from... is this... mana value X or less? Okay. Yeah, so they can get another 4-drop, but I'm just exiling this entirely. Which means that they don't get the thing here. Get to attack with these two. Right? And we want to eventually put this big Hydra on top of the back of the Basking Brood Scale. We are waiting on our opponent to pass priority. There's no reason for us to play the Evolution Witness right now. But opponent is Big Think. Maybe they're Salt Roping because I've just kind of disrupted their combo. And end turn. We could also play this as a 2/3, but I don't think that I don't think that's a good play here. All right, so they're gonna play a 5-drop. Oh, is this a Wumpus? Oh, please don't be a Wumpus.
I don't want a Wumpus. Please don't be a Wumpus.
Wumpus would suck. It could be a Wumpus Abomination here. They sacrifice that, and they have the other 4 green mana. They could just spit out a Wumpus and not let us get to spit out a creature on top of it. I would put out the Thieving Skyclaw, although, is it an ETB or a cast trigger? It's an ETB, okay. That way we'd have a flyer that can attack past the Hydra, right? Because it becomes a 4/3. Okay. There's the Wumpus. Resolve. About right. Okay. Pass. Sure. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Sure. I don't think that they do that when you cast. Okay, so that is a cast trigger. Okay, so my turn. Another green source. Sure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess 3. Go 4. This thing's not really doing anything. Yeah, let's go 4. Let's bestow. Yeah, goodbye, little guy. I'm sorry. Opponent's also stuck on lands. Like, they haven't played a land for the past 2 turns, so maybe they kept a really suspect hand. And we're just gonna swang. 7/7. Which means it's a 2-turn clock. It's a 2-turn clock. That sounds bad, right? Would like a red source. Send that in. And if it dies, I get back. It leaves behind a 4/5, which is great. Yep. Now, remember, we are one loss away from just outright losing, right? There's nothing to get back from the graveyard, so no reason to play the E-Wit right now. What could be cool is sacrificing the... Okay, don't tell me you have another one of these fucking things. Do not tell me you have another one of these fucking things. Oh, I'd be so mad. Is this an emerge thing? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Can they attack here? I don't think they can, right? Yeah. Okay. So I get attack with this, and then if they block it, simulacrum them? Okay. Simulacrum blow it up? Sure. We'll let the damage land. Although it does trample, so let's do this first. Hit them for 1. I guess we'll just play this out just to have it. Next turn we can E-Wit, adapt it, and get back the simulacrum, or we can get back the Hydra, which actually might be better. Hey, a 4th land, but it's still a green source. I don't know if they have like a second color going on in there or what, but it's looking bad. All right, Oozewag's pretty good actually. I'll say that, and they get to attack with this Hydra, but not this one. No reason to not attack actually there. All things considered. Yeah, just send it in. Although, yeah, no blocks here. Can you imagine? Oh my god. It's got a huge blocker. This, though, we're doing incredibly fair things here. Even though they have a birthing ritual. Okay, so... play this. Hold on. Play this. Do I evolve this now? I guess if I evolve it now, they can't do anything about it. Plus, we get back our Hydra. Activate this. Get back the Hydra immediately. Next. No attacks right now. End turn. So they can't attack with those two. And on the following turn, I Hydra that thing for 5? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it becomes it's a 5/5. There's +5/+5. Then we could attack with the Evolution Witness and attack through a lot of this. Oh, don't tell me you have the fight spell again. Please don't. Please no more horrific assault. The best common in this, one of the best commons in this set. A 1 mana bite spell. Who would have known? Who would have thought? Very good. Better than probably Strangle even. All things considered. On a lot of boards, better than Strangle. Glaring Flesh Raker. Okay. Okay. They get to look, but they don't... They have to sacrifice if they want something. Okay. Landfall. Let's see. So we have 4 8s. So we could put +6/+6. Should I just put it on the... No. Let's put it on this. It's a 10-9 with Trample. And it leaves behind a 6-7 with Trample. If you only put a few creatures in front of it, you might still die. You have to put the majority of your board in front of it. I think this is better. Okay, okay, okay. I do want the flesh, the Oozwag dead, and I do want the Flesh Raker dead. How much damage are we doing? 10. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think I care about this smaller Hydra. Although I can leave that 2-3. No, that doesn't make sense. Sure. They have a 6-7 with Trample. And they have a 1-2 with Reach and Trample. We both have one card in our hand. If I get my other Ewit, I can Ewit my Ewit. Wait, I have 2 Ewits, right? No, I have 1. Evolution Witness. Not Eternal Witness. Come on. Evolution Witness is fun. You imagine just like, oh yeah, let me recur that real quick. I need that. I need that more than you do. Okay, so they're back to a Birthing Ritual. Okay. Who knows what this card could be? They're not playing anything though, which is like really weird. So either they have a removal spell at instant speed, or they're what? They're getting a 2-drop? They don't get to kick it. They're a green-black. Okay. I get to Dread Mask next turn. That would have been really bad for me, though. If they got to kick this to exile this artifact in my hand. So, opponent needs to block the Hydra or something. The Pyro Surfer will still get in for 2. This'll... Oh, they're dead either way unless they kill something. They have to kill something. I think opponent right now is just Salt Roping. Okay, maybe they are. That's just... There's a Trample. Good game. They didn't have anything. That's a shame. Like, they were stuck on lands for, like, the longest time, you know? View Battlefield. They were also just playing very fair Magic. Done. We killed their Eldrazi Repurposer, which I think was good for us, actually. Leave match. This is the final round. We are a 6-2, going to round 9, with this incredibly fair Gruul deck, which could be a little bit less fair if we actually get to play our cards on curve. Let's try. Let's try. Good old Void Pouncer in our opener. Void Pouncer. What a weird card. I guess it's more of a draft card. We're gonna go Forest Go. Alright. Void Pouncer. Next turn we get to do the Evolution Witness. I'd like to get a land. Actually, that'd be great. Evolution Witness gets to be a little bit better if you have a number of these Shattered Landscape cards, or these landscape cards, simply because you get to get more cards from your graveyard, like these lands, to then hit your land drops, right? I wish we had more, but we don't. Shame. But we do have a pretty land-hungry hand. Okay. Metastatic Angel. Sure. Play this. Next. Offer the trade. Okay. I think we cycle the Tusker here, actually, because we can get it back with the Ewit, but I want to hit another land drop. That was the first time I've seen that Tusker, by the way. Hmm? Okay, Inventor. That might just put another... Okay, so they choose one. Can they... Okay. Resolve. Oh, then they can proliferate. That's pretty good. Yeah. Pass. I think they just attack with the 3-1. I think they just attack with the 3-1. Are you expecting to get blown out? There's no blowout here. Be afraid. Alright, pass. Pass. Okay. It's like... Wajong. My turn. Okay, so we can cast this, or we can cast the Path of Annihilation. And I think right now, Path of Annihilation is a little bit more important. I'm not gonna sacrifice the tokens to cast the Dryad, though. We will leave the Void Pouncer back for blocks. I think next turn, it might be worth playing the E-Wit and evolving it to then... This could be a problem, though. This Evangel, if they play another creature, like this Inspired Adventure becomes a 5/5. And that's an issue. That's an issue for a tissue. We can just play the Dread Mask. You know, if they don't interact with our board at all, we could just play the Dread Mask. And in fact, but if that's the case, that means that they get to hit us for 7, likely. I think here's a good time for Area Auxiliary, right? That'll feel bad. It'll make this a 5/3 and this a 6/6. Please don't have it. He asked. He asked. He's yeah. They have it. They definitely have it. I think they're just like sort of slow rolling it. I guess I don't know. Would be nice to have a land. If they attack with the Metastatic Evangel, I think I still block it because I don't. There is one card in green. There's 2 cards in green that make something indestructible. I don't think there's anything in white that does it. Opponent is manually tapping for something neat. Is it another Inspired Inventor? Because that would suck. Although it could make 2 bodies. Raven Charm! Woo! Okay. Sure. Sure. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Not blocking that. Pass. No blocks. Pass. So we need a land. I could get the path back with the E-Wit. That's a land. Play this, then play this to get a big body. They do have counter magic up. Or they have the illusion of counter magic up. Play this. No. I don't want to take the 3 from this, but I might have to. You know what? Play this. Because this at least can block the Inspired Inventor. There you go. Play this as a land. Ender's tapped. And next. This also allows us to use the E-Wit to get our Path of Annihilation back immediately. Yep. And pass. We don't get to cast it immediately, though, which sort of sucks. But we get it back from the graveyard, and that might be good enough. I do want to cast this Colossal Dread Mask, though. So maybe that's more important to do there. Of note, we could also just like put out the Thriving Skyclaw and start slapping. Okay. Get that. Oh, that doesn't trigger this for whatever reason. What is this? Enters. It's whenever they enter. Okay. That's like weird, right? Like it has to enter? And these don't get entered, they it creates a thing. Okay, so my turn. That's a land. We just play this, but we played a land first. I could just play this. Or what I could do is E-Wit that thing back and then evolve, get it back, play it. They have these 2 flyers in the air, but what's more likely to happen is they're more likely to send this as a 7/7, or as a 5/5 rather, next turn, or larger, which is why I'm considering... I should have played that first, actually, now that I think about it. That was dumb. Yeah, I know. I understand what's happening, game. Be aggressive. There you go. And if they try to counter it, They can't, because I could just sacrifice my tokens. Mm-hmm. Opponent is full Jeskai. I wonder if they see it even. Because they don't like have any proliferate value there. Next. No attacks, end turn. They didn't attack with the Inventor. Because they didn't want to have the Nightshade Dryad just eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. No one wants to be defeated. We're pretty even on cards right now. But they do have us at a life advantage. Have a banana, have a whole bunch. But I do believe, maybe it is next turn is territory color time. Because they could just put one of these kites on the Inventor and that's going to be a problem, you know? Opponent might be thinking of just not doing that, in fact, which is kind of good for us. This is like a big mana sink though, and we've not been hitting our lands, which is the real issue here. Volt Storm Angel. Okay. Resolve all. Okay. Puts a token on that. Gets you extra energy. Pass. Resolve. They can make everything a little bit bigger. For the cost of 2 energy, so they can do this twice. Oh, they're doing it. They're going for it, baby. Okay. I guess they're getting in with the flyers, yeah. Mm-hmm. Please send in the Inventor. Thank you. I just need to kill that. Come on, do it! Do it, come on! Come on, we trade 6 for 6. Come on, do it, come on. I'll actually put both of these in front and let them choose between the 3-1 and the 6-6. Alright. Oh, do it, yes, yes! Pass. Thank you. I'll put the both of those in front of that. Let them choose. This is actually probably one of the better things that could have happened. Yep. My turn. Okay, so, oh, Skoa. Do I just Skoa kill that? And then leave the color for later? Can we take another hit? Next. No attacks here. End turn. I need to have something to be able to block the meta stack of Angel. They do have access to 2 energy here. Which is, if they cast that counter spell, Aether Spike, they're going to have 4 energy. Which could be a nuisance. So we would like some more lands. Lands would be great. Deck, please deck. Please deck. Deck, please. Deck, please. I think opponent's like very concerned about this Dread Mask, which is great for me. I am at 9 though, which is like, you know, once you hit below 10, it's just like crap, single digits. All right. Okay, Riddlegate Gargoyle. Okay. Gets them 3, and then another energy, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. They're tapping like they do not want to cast, like they're trying to stay out of casting, yep. Our creature you control gains lifelink. Okay. Pass. Pass. Taking that. My turn. Altasaur's great here. But that costs one of those. I'm gonna send in the Skoa. Cool. Color! They can counter this, and that would suck, but... they'd have to spend like 4 energy to do so. And their energy does matter here. Yep, resolve. Okay. Because I can pay... okay, so they chose 4. Okay. Do I do the Eat Wit here? I think I want to be able to do the Ewit... no, end turn. I need to be able to... because we knew that they had that, right? I want to be able to do the Altasaur. This is 4 damage coming through, right? Oh, crap. Is it too late? No, no, no. Because what we can do... ah, balls. Alright, so... is that enough damage? That is, right? That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Good game. Resolve. Concede. Ah! They had us. They had us. Suppression Ray's so good. This is one of those formats where... and I guess it's because... view battlefield. Cards like Suppression Ray or the red one that makes it so that non-flyers can't block are actually useful because they don't take up a real slot in your deck. You just play them instead of a land, right? Suppression Ray, real good because you never have to worry about like, oh, I need a... it's like, I need a land. Cool, you have the land. But it doesn't like... if this is a regular draft format and this was a one-sided... it's not a double-sided card, right? This would be bad. You wouldn't play this. Regardless of whether or not you could tap everything down for 2 turns, because they've had cards like that in the past that cost less. Or were instant speed even. This, though, being a land and oh, it's so good. The red one is also like really good. Leave match. Yeah, like regardless of what we played last turn, we were just gonna get got because like the territory color got destroyed or got countered. The annoyed Altasaur would have gotten countered. It would have got us another card, but I don't think there's anything else in the deck that has reach. So, you know, we might have gotten something else, right? But it wouldn't have mattered there. I think the most interesting thing we could have gotten would have been like, I don't know, a fight spell. One of our removal spells actually would have been nice back there. All things considered, yeah, I would have saved this for like a turn. Fang Flames. We haven't seen any of our removal spells that game. That's probably part of it. But like sometimes you roll into Nyxborn Hydra and you just go, no, go back to the bottom of the deck. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, like Annoyed Altasaur could have hit like a few things. Disciple of Freyalise might have been okay. We could have sacrificed the 3/1 to gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough at all. Yeah, I think the best thing we could have hit would have been like a removal spell. Right? Oh well. We had 2 Nightshade Dryas. That would have been the worst thing to hit. That's fire. That's fine. It was a good match. We went 6-3, which is not bad. We got our entry fee and then some to help pay back the gems that I spent trying to win a box of Modern Horizons 3, which we will be trying again in a week. But hey, if you enjoyed that, you liked what we were doing here, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, tell your friends, right? Watch another video. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch streaming video games, Leathercraft, some Magic the Gathering content, and other sort of nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, I'm out of here. Have a good evening, folks. Claim!